When many of us think of Cambodia, our minds immediately conjure images of ancient wonders. We see the magnificent, sprawling temple complex of Angkor Wat, its stone towers reaching for the sky, a testament to a glorious past. We pictured the enigmatic faces of Bayon, smiling silently through the centuries. For a long time, this was my picture of Cambodia too. It's a country defined by its incredible history, its resilient people, and the shadows of a difficult past. But what if I told you there was another side to this fascinating nation? A side that swaps ancient stone for pristine white sand and dense jungle for turquoise waters. A place that feels a world away from the bustling streets of Phnom Penh and the tourist trails of Siem Reap. This hidden side is an island, a jewel floating in the Gulf of Thailand. It's called Koh Rong. I had heard whispers of it from fellow travelers, stories told in hushed, almost protective tones, as if sharing a precious secret. They spoke of an island that was like Thailand's famous destinations might have been 30 or 40 years ago, before the massive resorts and endless parties arrived. It sounded like a myth, a traveler's fantasy of a paradise untouched by the relentless march of modern tourism. I was intrigued, to say the least. Could such a place still exist, especially in a region so well trodden? I knew I had to find out for myself. The journey itself is part of the adventure, a transition from the mainland's energy to the island's calm. As you leave the coast behind, you feel a sense of discovery, of heading towards something truly special. Cambodia is a country full of surprises, and I was beginning to realize that its coastline held one of its biggest. It's a place that challenges your perceptions. It reminds you that even in a world that feels increasingly small and connected, there are still corners waiting to be explored, places that offer a genuine escape and a connection to a simpler, more natural way of living. This island was promising just that. So, let's journey together to this Cambodian secret. Let's explore its shores, venture into its wild heart, and meet the people who call it home. This isn't just a story about a beautiful beach, it's a story about discovery and the joy of finding something unexpected. It's about understanding that a country as complex and captivating as Cambodia has more than one story to tell. Many people come for the temples, and rightly so, but I encourage you to stay a little longer and listen for the gentle sound of waves on a shore you might never have known was there. The boat ride from the coastal city of Sihanoukville is where the transformation begins. You leave the busy port with its container ships and fishing trawlers and head out into the open sea. The water changes color from the murky tones of the harbor to a deep, promising blue. After about an hour, a silhouette appears on the horizon. At first, it's just a dark green smudge against the sky, but as you get closer, details begin to emerge. You see the deep, lush green of a dense jungle canopy covering rolling hills, a sight of pure, untamed nature. This is the first real sign that you are leaving the familiar world behind. As the ferry nears the main pier at Koh Tok village, the true picture of Koh Rong comes into focus, and it is breathtaking. You see a long, curving bay with sand so white it almost hurts your eyes in the bright tropical sun. The water lapping at the shore is a shade of turquoise so clear and vibrant it looks like something from a postcard. Simple wooden bungalows and small guest houses are nestled amongst the palm trees, their low slung profiles blending in with the landscape rather than dominating it. There are no high-rise hotels here, no concrete monoliths to block the view. The scale of everything feels human and inviting. Stepping off the boat onto the wooden pier is like stepping into another time. The pace of life instantly slows down. There are no cars or paved roads, only sandy paths winding through the village. You hear the gentle hum of island life, the sound of children laughing, the distant chug of a long-tail boat engine, and the constant soothing rhythm of waves washing ashore. People move with a relaxed and unhurried gait. The air is warm and salty, filled with the scent of the sea and tropical flowers. It's a full sensory immersion into a world where simplicity and nature reign supreme, a feeling that washes over you and begins to undo the knots of modern life. My first impression was one of pure, unadulterated beauty. It was a place that didn't need fancy gimmicks or man-made attractions to impress. Its appeal was raw and honest. The island seemed to offer a simple promise. Here, you can disconnect from the noise and reconnect with something more fundamental. It was clear from that very first moment that Koh Rong wasn't just a destination, it was an experience. It was the kind of place that adventure seekers and soul searchers dream of, a genuine paradise found in a corner of the world I was only just beginning to truly appreciate. The beaches of Koh Rong are, without a doubt, the crown jewels of the island. They are the reason people whisper its name with such reverence. The main beach at Koh Tosh is stunning, but it's just the beginning. The real magic lies in exploring the dozens of other beaches scattered around the island's coastline. One of the most famous is Long Beach, also known as Sok San Beach. It stretches for 7 kilometers, a seemingly endless ribbon of powdery white sand. Walking along its length with the gentle waves on one side and the dense jungle on the other feels like you're on the edge of the world. The sand is so fine it squeaks under your feet, a unique sound that becomes a fond memory. Getting to these hidden coves and long stretches of sand is an adventure in itself. You can hire a local fisherman to take you on his long tailboat, a fantastic way to see the island from the water and get tips from someone who knows its secrets. The boat trip offers spectacular views of the coastline, revealing one perfect, empty beach after another. Alternatively, for the more adventurous, you can trek through the jungle. The paths can be challenging, a bit muddy and steep in places, but the reward at the end is immeasurable. Emerging from the dense green foliage onto a secluded, pristine beach that you have all to yourself is a feeling of discovery that is hard to beat. Each beach has its own character. There's Lonely Beach, a remote and tranquil spot that truly lives up to its name, perfect for those seeking absolute solitude. Then there's Palm Beach, with its picturesque palm trees leaning out over the sand, creating the perfect tropical scene. The water everywhere is astonishingly clear, allowing you to see the sandy bottom far from the shore. It's warm and inviting, perfect for swimming and simply floating, letting the gentle currents rock you as you gaze up at the blue sky. It's a place where you can spend an entire day doing nothing but swimming, reading, and marveling at the sheer natural beauty around you. What makes these beaches so special is their unspoiled state. You won't find rows of sun loungers, noisy jet skis, or vendors hassling you to buy things. For the most part, it's just you, the sand, the sea, and the sky. This simplicity is the ultimate luxury. It allows you to connect with your surroundings in a profound way. You can find a quiet spot under a palm tree, watch the tiny crabs scuttling across the sand, and listen to the symphony of nature. The beaches of Koh Rong are not just places to sunbathe, they are sanctuaries for the soul, reminders of what the world looks like when left to its own beautiful devices. Beyond the stunning coastline, the interior of Koh Rong is a world of its own, a dense and vibrant jungle that covers most of the island. This isn't a manicured park, it's a real, living wilderness. The hills are covered in a thick canopy of trees, vines, and exotic plants. As soon as you step off the sandy paths and onto a jungle trail, the air becomes cooler and heavier, filled with the earthy scent of damp soil and decaying leaves. The sounds of the sea fade away, replaced by a new chorus. The buzz of insects, the calls of unseen birds, and the rustle of leaves as small creatures move through the undergrowth. It feels ancient and mysterious, a world teeming with life. Exploring this jungle is an essential part of the Koh Rong experience. There are trails that connect the different beaches, and trekking them offers a completely different perspective on the island. These hikes are not always easy. The paths can be steep and slippery, especially after a rain shower, and you'll likely work up a good sweat in the humid air. But the effort is always rewarded. You might spot colorful butterflies, exotic birds, or even a troop of monkeys swinging through the trees. The journey itself becomes the destination, a chance to immerse yourself in a truly wild environment and feel a sense of accomplishment when you finally emerge onto another beautiful beach. The island's ecosystem is rich and diverse. The jungle is home to a variety of wildlife, from the small and subtle to the more noticeable. Listening to the sounds at dusk is a particularly magical experience. As the sun sets, the jungle comes alive with the chirping of geckos and the symphony of frogs. It's a powerful reminder that this island is not just a tourist destination, but a living, breathing ecosystem. The local communities have lived in harmony with this environment for generations, and their light footprint has helped to preserve its natural state. This respect for nature is something you can feel all across the island. This wild heart of Koh Rong is what gives the island its soul. It's the balance between the perfect beaches and the untamed jungle that makes it so captivating. One moment you can be floating in calm turquoise water, and the next you can be trekking through a primeval forest. This duality is what makes it a true adventurer's paradise. It encourages you to be active, to explore, and to connect with the natural world on a deeper level. The jungle is a constant, beautiful presence, a reminder of the raw power and beauty of nature that still exists in our world, waiting to be respectfully explored. When people dream of an island paradise in Southeast Asia, Bali is often the first name that comes to mind. It's an island with a powerful brand, known for its spiritual retreats, surf culture, and, those luxurious villas. I've been to Bali, and it has a certain magic, with its beautiful rice paddies and intricate temples. But it's also an island that has been shaped, for better or worse, by decades of mass tourism. The main tourist areas can feel crowded and commercialized, a world of designer shops, international restaurant chains, and, traffic jams. It's a place that, in some parts, can feel a little disconnected from its authentic self. Koh Rong, on the other hand, offers a stark and refreshing contrast. If Bali is a polished, world-famous superstar, Koh Rong is the raw, undiscovered talent. The biggest difference is the scale and style of development. On Koh Rong, you won't find sprawling five-star resorts or exclusive beach clubs with thumping music. Instead, accommodation consists mainly of simple, family-run guest houses and rustic wooden bungalows. The island's infrastructure is minimal. There are no paved roads, no shopping malls, and honestly, limited Wi-Fi. This lack of modern convenience is for many its greatest appeal. It forces you to disconnect from the digital world and engage with the real one. The atmosphere on the two islands is also worlds apart. Bali can be intense and fast-paced, particularly in areas like Kuta or Seminyak. There's always something happening, a party to go to, a shop to visit. Koh Rong operates on island time. The vibe is incredibly laid back and relaxed. Life moves at the pace of the tides. The main social activity is gathering at a simple beachside bar, feet in the sand, watching the sunset with a cold drink. It's a place that encourages conversation with fellow travelers and locals, fostering a sense of community that can be harder to find in the more anonymous environment of a large resort. Ultimately, the choice between Bali and Koh Rong depends on what you're looking for. Bali offers comfort, variety, and a well-established tourist infrastructure with endless options for dining, shopping, and entertainment. It caters to every budget and taste. Koh Rong offers something far more precious and increasingly rare: authenticity. It offers a glimpse of what many Southeast Asian islands were like before the tourist boom. It's a place for travelers, not tourists, for those who seek adventure over amenities and connection over convenience. It's a quiet rebellion against the polished perfection of modern travel, a celebration of the simple and the unspoiled. The clear, warm waters surrounding Koh Rong are an invitation to explore what lies beneath the surface. While the island isn't a world-class diving destination like some other places, it offers wonderful opportunities for snorkeling accessible to everyone. You can simply swim out from many of the beaches with a mask and snorkel and find yourself surrounded by colorful fish darting through the water. For a better experience, taking a boat trip to specific snorkeling spots is highly recommended. These trips are easy to arrange from the main village and are incredibly affordable. The boat captains know the best places where the coral is healthier and the marine life is more abundant. Once you dip your head under the water, a quiet and beautiful world reveals itself. You'll see schools of sergeant majors with their black and yellow stripes, colorful parrotfish nibbling on the coral, and maybe even a curious pufferfish. The experience is peaceful and mesmerizing. Floating effortlessly while watching the underwater drama unfold is a fantastic way to spend an afternoon. The boat trips often include stops at a few different spots, giving you a variety of underwater landscapes to explore. They usually provide the snorkeling gear, and the atmosphere is always relaxed and friendly, making it a perfect day out for families, couples, or solo travelers. Beyond snorkeling, the waters of Koh Rong offer another, more magical experience, one that happens after the sun goes down. The island is famous for its bioluminescent plankton. This natural phenomenon is something you have to see to believe. In certain parts of the water, away from the lights of the villages, any movement creates a cascade of shimmering greenish-blue light. It's like swimming in a sea of stars. You can book a nighttime boat trip where the captain will take you to a dark bay. When you jump into the water, your every movement, a kick of your feet, a wave of your hand, leaves a trail of glittering light. It feels utterly surreal. This magical light show is created by tiny marine organisms that emit light when they are disturbed. To experience it fully, you need a dark, moonless night and a location with minimal light pollution. Floating in the warm, dark water, surrounded by this ethereal glow, is an experience that stays with you forever. It's pure natural magic, a reminder of the hidden wonders of the natural world. It's moments like these that define a trip to Koh Rong. It's not about expensive tours or manufactured entertainment. It's about simple, profound encounters with nature that create memories far more valuable than any souvenir. To truly understand Koh Rong, you need to look beyond the beaches and into the small communities that call this island home. The main village, Koh Tok, is the bustling hub of the island. It's a vibrant, sometimes chaotic, but always friendly place. The sandy path that serves as its main street is lined with small guest houses, dive shops, simple restaurants, and little shops selling essentials. Here, you'll see local life and tourism intertwining. Children play in the sand, fishermen mend their nets, and travelers share stories over a beer. It's a great place to get your bearings, organize trips, and get a feel for the island's rhythm. For a more authentic glimpse into local life, it's worth visiting some of the smaller, more traditional fishing villages scattered around the island. Places like Practicalities or Soksan village offer a different perspective. Here, life moves at an even slower pace, dictated by the tides and the day's catch. You'll see houses built on stilts over the water, connected by wooden walkways. You can watch the fishermen returning with their boats, unloading their catch, and their families helping to sort the fish and crabs. People are generally welcoming and curious, and a simple smile goes a long way. It's a humbling experience to see this simple, sustainable way of life up close. Of course, no exploration of local culture is complete without tasting the local food. The dining scene on Koh Rong is simple, unpretentious, and delicious. The best food is often found in the small, family-run restaurants right on the beach. Here you can enjoy classic Khmer dishes like fish amok, a fragrant and creamy fish curry steamed in a banana leaf, or lok lak, stir-fried beef served with rice and a peppery dipping sauce. Given that you're on an island, the seafood is a must-try. In the evenings, many restaurants set up barbecues on the beach, grilling the day's fresh catch. There's nothing better than eating freshly grilled prawns or snapper with your feet in the sand, listening to the waves. The food is not just nourishment, it's part of the experience. It's about simplicity and freshness. You won't find fancy international cuisine, but you will find honest, flavorful, and incredibly affordable meals prepared with care. Enjoying a simple fruit shake made from fresh mangoes and passion fruit, or trying a traditional Khmer curry for the first time, are small but significant pleasures. It's through these tastes and interactions in the villages that you move beyond being just a visitor on a beautiful beach and start to connect with the real heart and soul of Koh Rong and its people. Getting to Koh Rong is a straightforward adventure. The journey begins in the coastal city of Sihanoukville, which has an international airport and is also easily reachable by bus from Phnom Penh, the capital of Cambodia. From Sihanoukville, several ferry companies operate daily services to Koh Rong. It's a good idea to book your ferry ticket in advance, especially during the high season, which runs from November to May. There are fast ferries that take about an hour and slower boats that take a bit longer. The ride itself is part of the experience, offering your first taste of the sea breeze and the beautiful views of the Gulf of Thailand. When it comes to accommodation, Koh Rong caters to a range of budgets, but the overall style is rustic and simple. You'll find everything from very basic backpacker dorms to private wooden bungalows right on the beach. Don't expect luxury resorts with swimming pools and air conditioning as standard. Many places offer a more back-to-basics experience with fan-cooled rooms and sometimes limited electricity. It's wise to book your first couple of nights in advance, particularly if you're arriving late in the day. For those seeking more comfort, there are a handful of more upscale, boutique-style options, but the island's charm really lies in its simpler offerings. There are a few essential things to expect and prepare for. Firstly, there are no ATMs on the island, so you must bring enough cash with you from the mainland to cover your stay. While some larger guest houses might accept cards, cash is king for most restaurants, boat trips, and small shops. Secondly, Wi-Fi is available but can be slow and unreliable, so consider it a chance for a digital detox. It's also a good idea to pack essentials like sunscreen, insect repellent, a basic first aid kit, and a torch for walking along the unlit paths at night. A waterproof bag is also incredibly useful for boat trips and protecting your electronics from the sand and water. The best time to visit is during the dry season, from November to May, when the weather is sunny and the sea is calm. The monsoon season, from June to October, brings more rain and rougher seas, which can sometimes disrupt ferry services. Regardless of when you go, the key is to embrace the island's simplicity. Be prepared for the occasional power cut or a gecko in your room. This is all part of the authentic island experience. By coming prepared and with an open mind, you'll be ready to fully enjoy the unique, unspoiled paradise that is Koh Rong. In a world that feels increasingly explored and mapped, the discovery of a place like Koh Rong feels like a gift. It serves as a powerful reminder that there is still real adventure to be had, and that true paradise isn't about five-star luxury, but about untouched beauty and genuine tranquility. For too long, Cambodia has been known primarily for its ancient temples and tragic history. While those are undeniably important parts of its story, Koh Rong reveals another, brighter chapter. A story of stunning natural beauty, of island life lived simply, and of a future that's hopeful and inviting. It broadens our understanding of this incredible country. This island is a destination for the curious traveler. It's for the person who is happy to trade air conditioning for a sea breeze and a paved road for a sandy path. It's for those who find joy in the simple things: a stunning sunset, a swim in crystal-clear water, a friendly chat with a local fisherman, or the magic of a starlit swim. Koh Rong challenges our modern obsession with convenience and connectivity, and in return, it offers something far more valuable: a connection to nature, to others, and to ourselves. It's a place to reset, to breathe deeply, and to remember what's truly important. Of course, the secret of Koh Rong is getting out, and with that comes the risk of change. Increased tourism will inevitably bring more development. My hope, and the hope of many who have fallen in love with this island is that this development will be slow, sustainable, and respectful of the very things that make it so special. It's a delicate balance, and it's up to both the local authorities and us, as visitors, to help protect its magic. By traveling responsibly, supporting local businesses, and respecting the environment, we can help ensure that Koh Rong remains a paradise for generations to come. So, when you plan your next adventure, I urge you to look beyond the obvious destinations. Think about Cambodia, and think beyond the temples. Let the path lead you south to the coast and across the water to this incredible island. Go now, while it still retains that raw, untouched magic. Go to walk on its squeaky white sands, to trek through its wild jungles, and to float in its sea of stars. Go to discover the Cambodia you never knew existed. Koh Rong is calling. It's an invitation to step back in time, to embrace simplicity, and to find a piece of paradise that you will carry in your heart long after you've left its shores.